Taurus, welcome to your next 72. There's something to do with responsibility. Okay, this responsibility can be you taking on roles that you're prepared for, or it's taking full responsibility of a position, right? But there's some sense of conflict of having to work alone because you, in your pre-spread, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And there's either this sense of realization in the next 72 is that you're the one up for the job and taking full responsibility. It causes you to find some sense of fulfillment within you having to do something alone, and it works out in your favor. All right. This is kind of like you taking on a position or a role, whether this is pertaining to work or family. You have to fill in the blank here. But it definitely does with leadership, some type of security. All right. Let's see what else comes up. Yeah, whatever this is, it's like one end of the spectrum. It's like someone's trying to distract you, or someone is trying to pull you in a whole nother direction because they want what it is that's being presented to you or being offered to you. Or it's someone that's mirroring you and you are no longer confused about a person or a situation. Someone that is very dishonesty, someone that's not balanced. This is someone who can literally sit and talk about someone, right? But what they talk about pertaining to other people, it's like they're talking about themselves. It's like someone that has common sense about everyone else's problems, but when you talk about their problems, they get all in their feelings. They get upset. They get mad. Feel like it's intervention, interrogation, right? Someone could have been bitter, right? It could be past energy of having to take the responsibility of getting things done on their own. Yeah, due to love, could be family, possibility. Or if you're going to school, if you're a student, it's kind of like you coming in as a new student. I like to call freshmen, whether you're freshmen, because it's more of a Mickey Mouse, fresh. You're fresh, and it's kind of like you stepped in the game of some type of education, and you were focused, and you kind of probably been singled out, but it was kind of like there was this essence about you that you were not feeding, or you weren't highlighting. You were just here, like, I'm here to learn. It's because whatever, and then it's like you let go of some kind of guard, and it's like the ending of you getting ready to graduate, and then you see that the people who gave you a hard time truly loved you and looked up to you. It's just they wanted your attention and you were not giving it to them. You're bringing love into a situation into the next 72 hours. I'm also getting that you're the one with pure love. You don't judge people. All right. See what other messages come out. It's like you know how to stay on your toes. You know how to operate. You know how to assign things to people, whether that's job duties, tasks, responsibilities. There's some sense someone's having conflict. If you're part of a group, observe. Yeah, someone's been watching you. You could have been a prospect or something. Clean up. It's a lot of things that you've cleaned up about yourself, or it's some sense of your aura, your leadership. It's like you're forced to be reckoned with this. You bring life in destruction, in indestructible environments, toxicity. The tribe, flexible. You're needing to balance yourself out so that you don't burn out or go off on someone. Your soul tribe here. Or this is your community. This could also be a church of some type. I'm going to see what else comes out just to confirm. Your intuition is on point in the next 72. You know what love is. Building. Yeah. Building on truth. You're the real deal. Thinker. Thinking of who you want to be a part of whatever this is that you're building. You're the responsible one. And maybe in the past, with the observer, I did see that it was more so, like I said, prospect energy of seeing if you were able to establish yourself independently without the help of loved ones, to see how strong you were. Because a lot of people probably thought that you were going to just literally be ate up by the wolves, like literally devoured. You know, someone with a kind heart, with pure love. Most people are not in their emperor energy, but you do have your musician overall. So it's like, you know what tools to utilize when you need to. Let's look at possible foolishness. Taurus. Or let's just keep it front and bluntly frank. Let's look at the foolish energy for the next 72. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, working on yourself. Foolish energy. It's like, who's the fool now? But it's not in the sense of tit for tat. It's more so leading by example in the eyes of fools. All right. So basically, it's suggesting that in the next 72 hours, don't be sensitive with what people are saying, trying to distract your focus here. The best way that I can say this is, whatever someone has showed you, believe them. Don't entertain it. We have bold, okay? Aries energy. I would be very unapologetically. Unleash your adventure side, take risk, and be daring. Okay. You're thinking about reconsoling with someone that you love. It's like, how can I fit this person back into my life? Or this is someone regarding you. But it's conflict. It's like the decision is like, no, I'd rather just do this alone. I don't need any confrontation. And that's the change within the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Knight of Chalices. Yeah. You learned from this mistake. You've learned from your mistakes. It's like, no, I'm going to ride my own emotions. I decide how I want to feel. I'm not going to allow anyone in the next 72 to tell me how I should feel or try to disturb me into emotions that I'm not even feeling. Because if you're not vibrating high, or if you're not letting go of worry, it puts a blockage it just brings this blockage. Something to do with connections. Masculine energy, the 7 of Pentacles. Beautiful. See that? If you can see that. Cultivating. Love it. Let's look at feminine energy. Your community is growing. Masculine energy. And then feminine energy, we have the sun. Yes. Whatever you're doing, it's bringing joy in your life. Mm-hmm. All right. Taurus, you know how this goes. I'll be referencing to self-love. You can fill in the blank pertaining to the title or status, whether that's self-love, platonic, romantic, dating, courting, significant other, partner, sugar daddy, sugar mama, marriage, divorce. I'll be referencing to self-love. It says, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yes, I love it. Pertaining to self is continuously to, it's like you're learning yourself. You're falling in love with yourself over and over and over again. And the more and more, it's like you're learning these things, and there's no illusion when it comes to what you want and what you need, and pertaining to security, whether that's financial security, whether that's emotional security. It's like you've now come into this position to where it's like, I know my role, I know my place. And it's like, it feels intimidating in a way. Let's see what other, broadcast news, like, this is what it is. It's kind of like out with the old and with the new, with this file dump and this new letter. It's like, you got to approach me. I come with terms and conditions, boundaries, right? You can call me what you want to. That's not going to take me out of my character, because you know who you are. You're not allowing anyone to take you out of your creativity, your musicianship as well. This is like, I'm getting, someone's going to be begging you for your attention, and it's, day off. Your boundaries are there. It's like, no. When I call for you, I call for you, and they may go off, and that could be the conflict of you thinking you're better than them, and it's not them. They're insecure. All right, let's see what's going on behind the scenes. Taurus. Or someone feels insecure in the sense of, if a change is made, favor is not, they don't believe that favor is going to be on their behalf. So someone could be pretending that they love something, a person, place, or thing. It's giving me opportunists, because shadow energy is the Knight of Chalices. Right? Someone who takes their time. It says, I am not your soulmate. That's what's going on behind the scenes. And we have tribe. Then we have tribe. Same patterns. And then we have narc. I am not your soulmate. Learning lessons. Family hidden agenda. So first of all, family hidden agenda, it's kind of like there's this conflict of responsibility. And it's kind of like, I'm getting like it's roles that you volunteered, but it wasn't roles that were passed down to you. Okay, so if you have aunts or uncles, right? And you are a grandchild or a cousin or the niece or nephew, it's kind of like you naturally was given love to a responsibility, and now it's like you're like, no, you have to create this boundary, and you're like, no, I can't do it anymore. I'm not being respected in this situation with the day off, and that can cause conflict because never took that responsibility, because it was always that's what you do, Taurus, and it's like, no, not anymore. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one that gets hurt. I'm the one that's drained at the end of it all. And with this narcissist, that's not your soulmate, same patterns. It's kind of like keep staying focused here. continue with the no contact, whatever, and stay optimistic about your love life and still take responsibility when it comes to, getting to know yourself again and healing certain wounds and forgiving certain memories so that you can be open for when this emotional security comes in with someone that you confide in. And what's behind the scenes with this tribe, it's like it's already there. Just you need to be open and come out of the Two of Swords energy of having conflict with making a choice to being open to people in general. And then we have, I am not your soulmate. That's what you're telling people. Or that's the vibes you're giving off behind the scenes. And that's what could be intimidating of showing respect of you, Taurus, meaning that your comfortable place is working alone, right? Because you may be feeling like when you may find yourself always getting attached to people and then let down. If I'm wrong, let me know, but that's what I'm channeling. Let's shed some light on your reading, and then we'll conclude your reading with affirmation. Stay tuned for your Taurus scope, as well as your behind the scenes Taurus. We have longing for home, all right? Original light worker. You're one of the kind. You're a person that's non-judgmental. You love everyone, right? And then however you're treated, that's when you establish those terms and conditions, right? Those boundaries, all right? And you're making that very clear. If there's no doubt about it. People, it's kind of like someone saying, who is that? And they're like, oh, that's Taurus. Oh, Taurus don't play around. And someone tests your authority. And then they realize like, yeah, Taurus doesn't play around. So then they label you of trying to, and they don't get anything out of it. It's like, we told you Taurus don't play around, so don't talk about Taurus now. Your tribe sticks up for you. People that you probably think that don't like you, they're like, no, Taurus is focused doing their own thing. Like, back off of Taurus, like for real. Let's go ahead and pull your affirmation. This is what you're telling someone, Taurus, in the next 72. Someone that you love, care about, could be a best friend, best cousin, I don't know. I allow my creative expressions to flow with ease. You don't have any worries in the next 72. I am in charge of my own happiness. Yes, confirming that boldness. And then self-love. I love and accept myself. I love that, Taurus. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle, and that is you and I.